surrounded federal officers as they were apparently taking people into custody. Minneapolis police tell Fox yesterday they have arrested 31 protesters within the city since demonstrations began. Now, we caught up with Border Patrol on a targeted enforcement. Now, all around the Twin Cities, you hear these ear-piercing whistles. Activists blow the whistles when they see agents to alert the anti-ICE network. There's all these ear-piercing whistles going on around us right now. What are these people blowing those whistles for?
You know, it's interesting you ask that, Matt. Oftentimes these individuals have no reason or they have no clue why we are in an area. We could arrest, again, a child molester or a child rapist or a murderer, illegal alien, and they don't seem to care. They don't agree with that for some odd reason.
Now, protesters are demonstrating against ICE, also against the shooting death of Renee Good. And in an interview, President Trump gave a message to Renee Good's father.
I want to say to the father that I love all of our people. They can be on the other side. As you say, he might be on my side. He is on your side. And I think that's great. And I do. I think it's great. And I would bet you that she, under normal circumstances, was a very solid, wonderful person. But then her actions were pretty tough. When I've seen it many ways and many different shapes and forms.
I want to ask you about this. You know, when you talk about the confusion, and you've been open, obviously, about your support for the president, when you look at the videos of what happened, and I'm sure they're very hard for you, Timmy, to watch if you've even been able to, but the Deputy Attorney General says that the Justice Department doesn't believe that there's evidence to back a criminal investigation, right? And nothing about charges or anything like that, just an investigation into what happened in terms of the ICE agents' actions. But they were, according to the prosecutors resigning today, pressuring them to investigate Renee's actions and Becca, her wife's actions. How do you feel about all that?
Well, you know, I'm not blaming anybody. I mean, it's a hard situation all the way around. It's hard for for everybody involved. I mean, the ICE agent, at first I didn't see the footage where, he was actually, he was actually being ran. I mean, I seen the bump of the car hitting his legs. And so in a flash like that, it's hard to say how you would react. From my understanding that he had been through that before, maybe dragged or something. And so, like I said, it's just a hard situation for everybody. Becca, she's a great person as well. I mean, I don't have any enemies. I love everybody. And that's what the Bible tells us, love our neighbors as we love ourselves. But, I think there's some bad choices. And the word says, for the wrath of God will come upon the children of disobedience. And, it's I don't blame ICE. I don't blame Rebecca. I don't blame Renee. I just wish that, if we're walking the Spirit of God, I don't think she would have been there. That's the way I look at it.
It's also very ugly to watch someone shoot a U.S. citizen, especially a woman, in the face.
Right.
Where it's like, I'm not that guy. I don't know what he thought. And again, this is a guy who had almost been run over, but it just looked horrific to me. I mean, when people say it's justifiable because the car hit him, it seemed like she was kind of turning the car away.
Now, some people on Twitter saying, do you realize how obvious it is for someone like this to understand it? Whatever that means.
I just seen today they said that the ICE agent had internal bleeding today.
Yeah, from getting hit. Yeah.
Damn.
That's what they reported.
Internal bleeding in the head?
In his legs.
His leg from where he got hit.
Oh, well, he got hit then. That's why he probably was like, and then blew it.
Look, I understand that people are upset that a lady got shot in the face, but the bottom line is if she was at home and not interfering with the federal investigation and federal officers, she wouldn't have got shot.
Yeah, nobody agrees with it.
Like, I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and say boo-hoo. And I've also seen I've not seen any Somalis that she's there to protect do anything for her.
I mean, it happened, If she wasn't there, it wouldn't have happened. I mean, I guess you can question the action, but it happened.
You got a child that relies on you. Why are you not at home being a mother? Like, you out in the middle of the work week, riding around, impeding federal investigations, following armed agents to be a social justice warrior. For what? Your child needs you. You need to be at home with your child. Like, I just don't understand what y'all think the end goal of all this stuff is.
So a lot of Democrats are saying that they're calling bullshit. They feel like the ICE agent committed murder, and That's pretty much what the Democrats are now calling for, the ICE agents to be defunded.
It was a shameful act to kill a 37-year-old mom, leaving her 6-year-old boy an orphan. That's why I have called for the arrest and prosecution of that ICE agent. ICE has gone rogue. We need accountability. Jasmine Crockett and I have a bill to ensure that ICE agents wear body cameras, don't have masks, have visible identification, and make sure that they have oversight from the Justice Department. I also recently visited in California, the California City Immigration Detention Facility. I met with 47 detainees, and I was horrified by their condition. Some had rocks in their food. Some were shivering because they didn't have clothes, long-sleeve clothes to wear at night. And one gentleman who had blood in his urine had not seen a doctor for 7 days. I have spoken extensively about the conditions that violate human rights in that detention center. We need to hold ICE accountable, and we need to uphold human rights in ICE facilities. This is the time for Americans to speak up.
I mean, honestly, like, I do think ICE agents should wear masks. Like, if people weren't trying to dox them and expose them and post their identity and try to ruin their lives for working a job on the internet, they wouldn't have to.
That's literally why they do it.
And people like this are the reason why people are even behaving in that manner. So it's like, it's almost forcing them to have to wear masks. It's like, I know people are trying to act like ICE is this bad Gestapo, but there are people here who aren't supposed to be here. Like, if you don't want ICE to be in your city and neighborhoods, you shouldn't have sanctuary cities that allows illegals to be here. It's a pretty simple concept. Like, just don't let illegals in our country. Like, you guys do your part and help get the illegals out, but you won't, because you want votes, you want power, you want a larger voting pool for your side, and you want to look like the side that stands up for it. Because it's like, at what point do you put the American citizens that put you in position, that pay your salary first? And if you're going to put them first, then you wouldn't be fighting for stuff like this, and Renee Good wouldn't be dead.
I have seen Obama in his deportation system. What they were doing, they were putting people in cages, and they were sleeping on dirty mattresses. So it was not humane also. So, I mean, this is just for political points. And I mean, I'm pretty sure, people that aren't stupid see that. People like this, I understand why they want to abolish ICE, because it's going to help them with votes. Who voted this freaking guy in?
This is another foreign-born person in our government. This is everything wrong with allowing foreigners into American government. I don't like anything about them.
And we must, finally, we must reform ICE. But it looks at this stage, folks, ICE is beyond reform. ICE is totally out of control. And this week, I intend to introduce a bill to abolish ICE. We need to make ICE go away. 2003, before 2003, without ICE, various federal agencies were able to take care of business, and we can do this without ICE. But we do not need the murderers. We do not need these paramilitary organizations, members on our street.
Yeah, see, I could barely understand him. He could barely speak English. Like, this is not a real person. I struggle every time I see him because it just doesn't look like a real person.
Why does he even have a say-so in our government?
Because he was voted in. He was born in India.
Who voted this guy? What city is he?
He's in Detroit. Somewhere in Michigan, I know.
I can see why. That's
somewhere around Detroit.
Man, that was hard to watch.
I think that we should abolish ICE. We did not need them on our city. Oh, we don't need them. Oh, shut up.
Here's the Minneapolis mayor basically inciting violence in Minnesota. We already see what's going on. They have already made 30 arrests in Minnesota alone.
Interfere or even assault officers, and we see the protesters crossing a line of protesting, throwing rocks, hitting cars, and interfering in the federal government's view of their operation of carrying out federal immigration law enforcement.
We have had perhaps tens of thousands of people peacefully protesting in the streets. And at the same time, yeah, they are going to stand up for their neighbors. And what we are seeing time and time again is unconstitutional conduct by...
Did he just say peacefully?
Yeah.
I just seen fireworks.
Yeah, we just seen literal fireworks, bro. Somebody got shot.
They're going to stand up for their neighbors. These people shouldn't be here. Like, at what point do we acknowledge the elephant in the room and stop trying to dance around it? Like, you guys are putting American citizens in harm's way for non-citizens. It's just ridiculous.
I just read something that Mayor Fry let out a lot of illegal immigrants today out of jail and let them roam back on the streets again.
For real?
Yeah.
Man, these are happening in liberal cities. I just saw a guy the other day said, it was on a Tommy G video. He had, I think, crack cocaine. And he said, well, I'm going to be out in 2 weeks.
That's insanity.
They said, Tommy G said, is this guy a repeat offender? They said, yeah, we catch him all the time. Wow. He said, well, I'm going to be out in 2 weeks. I'm a gangster.
Wow.
I said, wow. These liberal cities do not care about American citizens. They care about votes. Yes, the ICE officer shooting a lady, everybody know that's questionable. It is questionable. But she shouldn't have been there. And, I mean, she was causing ruckus. So if I'm causing ruckus at somewhere I should not be, I'm literally stopping
for trouble.
Law enforcement.
Asking for trouble.
I'm stopping law. That's like literally my homeboy say he selling drugs. Police pull up to his house. Hey, stop! Y'all can't arrest him. Bam! I get shot. Nah, I'm George Floyd. That's literally the same thing.
It's crazy.
That's literally the same thing. These people are upholding the law. They're doing their job, and y'all are in the way. And now y'all are the victims? Come on, man. This stuff has to stop. Let us know what y'all think in the comments.
Update on an ambush-style attack on 2 National Guard members in D.C. We know one of the victims has since died from her injuries. It comes as new video comes into our newsroom overnight showing the moments leading up to the shooting. NBC's Melanie Zanona has the latest.
Harrowing new video of the moment a gunman opened fire on National Guard members, just blocks from the White House. The images, taken by a passerby and shared exclusively with the Wall Street Journal, appears to show the suspected shooter holding a revolver and National Guardsmen firing back. 2 Guard members were hit. 24-year-old Air Force Staff Sergeant Andrew Wolf remains in critical condition. President Trump sharing the news during a Thanksgiving event.
He's in very bad shape. He's fighting for his life, and hopefully we'll get better news with respect to him.
20-year-old Army Specialist Sarah Beckstrom died of her injuries. Overnight, law enforcement lining the streets of Washington, D.C. to honor the fallen service member. Her father on Facebook writing, "My baby girl has passed to glory."
We cannot incarcerate our way out of violence. We've already tried that, and we've ended up with the largest prison population in the world without solving the problems of crime and violence. The addiction on jails and incarceration in this country, we have moved past that. It is racist, it is immoral, it is unholy, and it is not the way to drive violence down.
Talk about Pritzker and size, but when I talk about Pritzker, I get angry because he's not letting us do the job. So I'm not going to tell my Pritzker joke. They have a very cute little joke, you know. Some speechwriter wrote some joke about his weight, but I would never want to talk about his weight. I don't talk about people being fat. I refuse to talk about the fact that he's a fat slob. I don't mention it. On a more serious note, as we gather around the dinner table, I'd like to lose a few pounds too, by the way. And I'm not going to lose it on Thanksgiving, I can tell you that, because I'm going to have a turkey, but it's not going to be that one. You saw all the crime that took place last night, the night before. The woman with the burning, they burned the woman. To be talking about that now, they burned this beautiful woman riding in a train. A man was arrested 72 times. 72 times, think of that. And they'll let him out again. The liberal judges will let him out again. But we're ready to go. You know, we've been moving toward Chicago. We have a governor that thinks it's wonderful that only like 7 people were killed this week. But we are moving toward doing it, and we're going to, if crime gets, it's horrible what's happening in Chicago. We could make Chicago a safe city in a period of 4 weeks in a period of 8 weeks, 9 weeks, 10 weeks, it would be totally safe. And the people of Chicago want us to go there. And if you look at the crime that's taken place in Chicago in the last 2 weeks, just take a look. It's on the front page of every newspaper. It's out of control. The mayor is incompetent, and the governor is a big fat slob. He ought to invite us in, say, please make Chicago safe. We're going to lose a great city if we don't do it quickly. Make Chicago, we'll do the same thing as we did in D.C., the same thing as we did everywhere we've gone.
Gun violence erupting in Chicago. Police say at least 9 teens were shot in 2 separate shootings just blocks away in the downtown area. Damn. Reporter Mayor Kawash from our station in Chicago has the latest.
Well, it was certainly a chaotic night here in Chicago's Loop. Right here on State Street, those gunshots ringing out around 10 o'clock last night, right outside of our ABC7 studios here in downtown and right near the iconic Chicago Theater. Now, the ages of those who were shot ranging from 13 to 17 years old. All of this happening right after the tree lighting ceremony that happened here in Chicago's downtown and brought thousands of people here last night. Now, those people who were shot, all teenagers, they are expected to be okay. All of them initially listed in good condition. And then about 40 minutes later, there was another shooting just around the corner on South Dearborn Street, just a few minutes away from where we're standing right now. About 10:40 last night, there was another shooting involving 2 males who were hurt in that shooting, a 14-year-old dying. That is what Mayor Brandon Johnson told us earlier this morning. At this time, no one is in custody. We will likely expect to see more of a police presence out here tonight for that Mag Mile Festival, but very chaotic and disturbing as you had 9 people shot and one of them, a 14-year-old, dying from his injuries in this shooting. Ike.
What race is they?
Come on now, it's Chicago, bro. It's Chicago.
Where's BLM? Do they care about these lives?
No.
It's interesting though, like when we talk about this like violence that's like obviously destroying our community amongst our people like try to deflect. Specifically like a lot of people who are like pro-black and stuff. Like this is a real issue. This is like one of the number one, probably if not the number one issue affecting black people in America. And it's like, it's almost like when you constantly criticize this, a lot of people who claim to be pro-black are like above this. Like the community's above this criticism. And it's like, we don't talk about the problems in the white community. It's like, bro, I'm not a part of that community.
Well, like they're not, it's not as rampant.
But they say
not
like,
at all.
But they say things like, well, you guys are talking bad on black people, but most white crime happens from other white people. Like, okay, duh.
Yeah, but
happens in proximity. But it's like, this is an issue that's affecting people like you and me. And it's like, we should talk about it.
And it's not at all at the same rate because we know that black men are 6% of the population who commit 56% of all murders, and 90% of those are done to other black people.
Well, I think no one knows.
Are not real.
I think there are a lot of factors that are contributing here.
I know.
I think there are a lot of factors that are contributing here, like poverty, et cetera, et cetera. But
culture.
It's like culture, poverty.
The lack of calling it out, the lack of accountability.
Yeah.
That's why I believe what we do is the best thing for the black community because we actually call out the problems and say the things that are real problems because if you don't address a problem, then it will never get changed. So we can't just sit here and make excuses for it over and over again like people have been doing for years and then it's not getting any better. Something different has to change. If 70% of black people would address the problems in the way we do and make it not a cool thing and frowned upon it, then I do believe it could help. Would it fully change? Probably not. But that is the best way to start the change because you can't just continue to do the same thing over and over and then get a different result. That's the definition of insanity.
I'm gonna just tell you, the black young men try to wear quarter zips and change up the way they dress, and there's black women that's crucifying them saying they're acting like white supremacists now.
That's crazy.
I don't know if this shit would ever fucking change.
Okay.
That's why I'm confused.
But if you care about black people and you call yourself pro-black, why don't you address the biggest communities, the biggest problems in the black community? Because you actually don't care. You don't care or you're choosing not to see it. Because if you say that black on black crime is not a problem or that you just blame it on white supremacy, then you are part of the problem because you are not helping, you are enabling.
There's people waiting for the bus, people coming up and down from the L Street station. And then this, as Ravi said and you said, Cheryl, almost immediately these officers, guns drawn, were on the move. And this was shortly beforehand. This is when we saw scuffles breaking out. You said you saw people throwing shoes.
It was a violent fight.
Yeah.
On the ground, several people and several different groups of people were fighting violently. It was very concerning. And then they kind of broke apart. And I saw lots of gym shoes being thrown. And they kind of broke apart and started moving. Some started going, of course, south. Some started heading north toward the river.
They were running up to the L tracks on the elevated the state lake there.
And it's like, these people are not grown. Age is 13, age is 14. Think about how what we were doing at age 13, 14.
It's like 7th, 8th grade.
That's insane.
That's insanity.
Oh, well, I know some people that are doing some crazy shit.
Yeah, but that's not regular. That's not regular in America for people. That is like Coney, Africa stuff.
But it is crazy.
It is.
It is crazy that they do this in like groups of people, especially downtown. Like, that's what don't make sense. Like, if you want to do something bad, when you want to do it, like, where nobody can see you.
See, but it happens in the heat of the moment whenever you get a lot of people together and then violence occurs and you know there's too much pride on the line to lose a fight. And the culture is to do what happens.
But you know you're going to get caught. That's what.
But they don't care about that, and they let kids go.
Yeah, they're not fearing. They're not fearing.
Most of the kids, if you do something at that age, they will let you go.
Yeah, they're not fearing the consequence. This is like
they don't care.
It's just like culture thing. It's like their way of life.
It's a pride thing. Democrats say crime is not out of control in our cities. Meanwhile, the numbers in Chicago. So year to date, which has been about a year and 11 months. 378 murders, 1,339 shootings, 5,267 robberies, and 16,408 felony thefts. One city. Why do we continue to do this and then blame other people for this? I just don't understand it. I'll never understand it.
I don't understand how they had this many shootings for a strict gun law state. Like,
clearly, the gun laws are not helping.
16,000 felony thefts.
Like, that shit is crazy.
Almost 5,300 robberies and almost 1,400 shootings. Is
how many of those?
That's insanity.
5,000 is armed robberies. I'm curious.
Probably a good amount. How many?
I would say over 50%.
Of all this, have you heard one Black Lives Matter thing at all this year?
No.
Not one. Why do they not matter?
Black lives only matter when they can profit from the tragedy.
And people will never realize that.
The last time I saw Black Lives Matter speaking on anything, they were speaking on Carmelo Anthony.
Exactly.
I thought it was the Penny. What's his name?
Oh, that was a year ago.
Yeah, that's the last thing I remember.
Daniel Penny?
Yeah.
Like, bruh, and that Daniel Penny was in the right.
People said we was coons for taking his side.
But I don't care. They'll say you a coon for not agreeing with them, but then they'll continue. So, make this make sense to me. You're a coon if you comment on black people, but if you kill black people,
you're more glorified
you're not wrong.
People say R.I.P. King Von.
But you kill. What's worse, criticizing or killing?
It's interesting to me. It's like it's like so we know that there's these underlying issues in our community. And it's like if you don't blame white people or be like a leftist liberal about it, and you criticize the behaviors of people that look like us, you're a coon and you are spitting on a white supremacist narrative. But if you blame white people for everything, then you pro-black.
Exactly. And someone in jail, it could be a black dude who killed 5 other black people. And they will never say that he's against black people, but he murdered 5 black people.
But you gotta also look at it. They believe that white people is more superior than them. We feel like we're as men, we feel like we could go out there and compete with everybody else. Like
that's part of it too, I guess.
Like I just feel
they truly believe white people are superior than them. So.
I don't believe that they're superior to me. They believe that. I mean, that's on you. That's on you. I'm sorry.
We could go in America and could compete with everybody.
1,300 robberies, 5,200 felonies, theft, 16,400. Whether it's the mayor or the police chief, I'd just be pissed off if I saw those numbers. I mean, enough is enough, Cata.
Well, we've been pissed off, and we became pissed off when Brandon Johnson actually took office and, moved to remove police officers from our Chicago public schools. And, we're seeing this violence. We're seeing it being perpetrated with our youth. So we know that there's an issue with youth, and we know that it is starting in the schools.
Removing police officers.
I just don't understand why people think less cops is the solution when there's high crime.
Why she said it starts in the school? It starts in the neighborhood,
Well, if it starts in the neighborhood, the kids in the neighborhood bringing it to school.
School can't. That's what I'm saying. You can't blame the school. The school trying to.
Well, school should be safe. The school should be a safe place.
They need to go there. A safe place if they beefing with the dude that's right around the corner from them. It's finna be a safe place. Hell nah.
I don't know.
Dude from up the street killed his homie the other day. You think school finna be safe? Hell no. It
starts in the home.
Starts with the home and on the street.
Okay, so 3 dudes, ages 13, 16, and 19, beat a 64-year-old white man to death. Sheesh.
13, 16, and 19? What the hell is this?
And if the roles were reversed, BLM would be everywhere. We gonna call it out. This is a problem. The violence in our community is a problem.
So last week we saw
look at him.
Children jump a mother.
Look how little he looks.
He's 13. Last week we saw 20 kids beat up on a student that they were bullying, and his mom, when they tried to flee, they beat them up.
Yeah, that was crazy.
That was insane. She was pregnant. And now we're looking at teens be violent, but if we call this out and criticize this, we putting down black people and we're spitting a white supremacist narrative and pandering to white people. What the fuck is that?
I don't care.
This shit is a problem.
We do this because we want the best for black people, guys.
No, because they want to focus on the title and that we put black fatigue and all that in the title.
But it's a real thing that people have. Because when you do this, you're going to fatigue people. I'm sorry. Oh, are your feelings hurt? Boo-hoo. Stop murdering people.
I just don't understand.
And glorifying it and making excuses for it.
I serve as Vice President for the Office of Inclusion, Diversity, and Equal Opportunity.
The first time I came out on the bench and the deputy announced, all rise, the Honorable Judge Teresa Molina, the whole courtroom stood up and I was all excited. He's walking out there. And I saw an Illinois State Trooper. He was African American. He had a sleeve covering his tattoos. And he was standing there and he looked at me and he nodded. And I knew what that meant. And so I looked at him and I nodded back like, that's right, we're doing this. And it felt so good. It felt so good. So to me, a fine of $354, which is our normal no insurance fine, that's a lot of money. And some of the judges that I work with came from money, so $354 is no big deal. But to most of the people that come to my courtroom, it is a big deal. And so I always offer them the opportunity to do community service. Being a Latina in the office, people would tell me, don't you feel like you're prosecuting your own people? But it's true. There were a lot of, defendants that look like me. However, I had a chance as a prosecutor to make a difference as to what cases come in. I had a chance as a prosecutor to decide what offers were appropriate. And so I always offer them the opportunity to do community service.
I serve as...
Why do what you look like matters when somebody did a whole crime? So if somebody did something and they look like me and it's a heinous crime, I'm gonna lock their ass up. That's just...
Yeah, man, this type of soft on crime stuff is never gonna be a solution.
Wow, they look like me. You just murdered a person.
I just think the soft on crime thing is just never a solution. It's like sweeping the issue under the rug almost.
It makes it worse.
It makes it way worse. It's letting people get away with crime. 72 prior arrests.
Oh, wow. So this is the woman
that let him go.
Who let the man who set the woman on fire go.
72 prior arrests.
This woman.
Yes.
Because she just sat there and said, I like to give people community service who look like me.
They ain't serving the community.
I'm sorry, bro.
They're not serving the community. They're actually a detriment.
Beyond that.
Only people I say that should get a light sentence, y'all might say I'm wrong for this, if non-deadly drug...
Non-violent. Non-violent. I agree with that. Non-violent, I'm not really tripping off of you get community service or this and that or whatever.
But if
you do violent...
You need to be in that jail.
Oh, it needs to be worse, way worse.
You rob somebody.
If you do armed robbery, that should be minimum 15.
Murder, assault.
Let them think about that.
That's valid.
If you selling fentanyl, you do deserve to be locked
give
up.
him
Some drugs, I might say, hey, I might give you a little slap on the wrist.
Yeah.
But if you
It's
out
not as
here
bad
hurting
as-
and
yeah.
killing people,
Oh, you gotta go.
You gotta go.
You gotta
There's
go.
no ends but
There's no way that dude had 72. Yeah, it's confirmed. I'm looking at it right here, guys. Fox17.com. He does have 72 prior arrests. 72. Think about count to 72 right now.
That's gonna take me a.
And that's how many times you were arrested.
7, 8, 9, 10.
Arrested 72 times. 72. Y'all count to 72. Count to 72.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20.
But I can't even count that. I'm not
Some
even
people
about to
can't even do
that right now.
push-ups. Some people can't even do
You can't do
72.
72 push-ups. You can't do a lot of things 72 times. Get arrested 72 times.
What happened to the 3 strike rule? They got rid of that.
It was racist. I didn't hear no race on 3 strikes. Guys, we need to be way tougher on violent crime. And I ain't gonna lie, if you get arrested like that many times, give him life, bro. Clearly, he's not learning.
Yeah.
It's either
And look
that.
what happens when he's. Look what happened.
It's either that or just put them in a mental institute. If they can't just get right, so they mentally
Put 'em
have
somewhere.
some mentally
Get 'em off the
is
street.
wrong with them.
They're setting people on fire. But that's mean and racist. And come on, bro. Several people were shot. There were 300 teens rioting in Chicago following a tree lighting ceremony.
Take a look now. This is actually
this is what we saw earlier.
I just don't understand how Brennan Johnson has a job.
This dude look bad, bro.
It doesn't look bad. It is bad. It literally is bad.
Little girl crying.
Children crying. It's unsafe for residents. It's expensive. What did he say?
Take a look now. This is actually moments after this happened. You see, look at that. The people responding to the sound of gunshots right there. People scrambling, running, ducking.
What did James Woods say?
Sad to say, just another day.
He said, if no white guy defends himself against a gang of hoodlums trying to rob and potentially murder him, he'll go to jail for 4 years. They'll round up these teens and they'll all walk free, even though they've shot people with illegal guns. I mean, it seems to be the reality.
The gun is the problem, guys. Guns being legal, that's the problem.
It's ridiculous.
Because those kids went to Academy and bought those.
It's ridiculous.
Come on, bro.
It's just, the excuses have to stop. There needs to just, people have to start going to
We
jail.
need some
for this.
accountability.
And people be mad about the fatigue, and they mad that the National Guard should be out there, but you got shit like that. You can't even go to a family event. If you can't go to a family event without shots getting fired, that is a fucking problem. I'm sorry for cussing.
I don't understand the complaints about the National Guard when they're trying to stop your people from killing each other. They want your kids to survive. And now you're mad? That's racist? Goodness gracious, guys. I've realized that people who side with this the extreme left, just being honest, and that are for criminals, I just won't even argue with you because we fundamentally disagree so deeply on so many things that I'm not even gonna waste my breath. And it's like that little kid said on a video we watched a long time ago. I don't hate liberals. I feel bad because they're stupid. Just being honest.
That's some bull. Nelson Scott is on the verge of losing access to the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, or SNAP. He is 38, not disabled, doesn't have any kids, doesn't go to school, and doesn't have a job.
What the
He
38
is a pussy.
38, no kids, no job.
Let him starve.
Fully
He should
able-bodied. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro.
Sorry.
I'm not gonna lie, bro.
Let him
As
starve.
a man, you should.
You ain't no man.
You're not. You should have so much shame
Let him
for
starve.
this being your reality.
Let that man starve. Sorry, is that mean? Boo-hoo. 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 Cry about it. Now there's people who are trying to feed their families, regular middle to low-class citizens, who are funding this man's life because he is a lazy piece of 38, no family, not unable to work in any way.
It's pretty
just
pathetic.
dumb and lazy.
It's pretty pathetic.
Is what he is.
It's pretty pathetic.
Oh, but boo-hoo, boo-hoo.
Those are just some of the reasons he is no longer eligible for SNAP benefits.
Great.
How much did SNAP help you?
It helped me a lot. I get $292 a month. The U.S. Department of Agriculture
$292.
crackdown is led by President Trump. who signed the One Big Beautiful Bill into law in July. The government shutdown stalled the November 1st deadline for implementation. However, these changes are still coming up.
We help
Signe Anderson is a senior director of nutrition advocacy with the Tennessee Justice Center.
Because of rules like this, we can see individuals that are going to be forced to skip meals.
She points out senior citizens and children between the age of 15 and 18 will be most impacted. Rick Williams is a conservative political analyst.
A 15 or 16-year-old can take care of themselves at home while you go work. There's no reason you can't be working. There are plenty of jobs out there.
Scott tells me, as a convicted felon, getting a job isn't easy.
I will get one if y'all give me one. Y'all be felony friendly and hire us.
I know somebody that was a complete felon and they got a trade and they can make $20,000 to $30,000 with their own hands.
Bro,
so
hold on.
that's an
I need to
excuse.
look something up. Can felons be plumbers?
Yes, that's
Yes.
a trade. If you have a trade, you could do any of that. You don't need. You could be a plumber, an electrician.
You can be a plumber. Okay. Plumbers are running it up. Plumbers are doing good. If you're a plumber and you're watching this video, I know you're doing good.
You could be
Your
an
pockets ain't
oil
hurting.
You could be in the oil rig, being an oil operator.
I saw another thing that dude Gary Vee said, electricians. He said electricians about to make a killing.
You could
Can
be
fellas be electricians? Yes.
It's a trade. If you have
So
a
you
trade,
can drive trucks. You can be a plumber. You
A
can
welder.
be an electrician.
Bro, it's
you
a
can be
way to
a
make
welder.
money.
It's a way to make money.
There is.
they
There is.
said trades are for felons, literally. 'Cause
So-
It shouldn't even be-
that's
it-
literally.
it really shouldn't even be labeled as that. Everyone should be able to get a trade.
Yes,
you need to
but-
have a skill that people will pay you for, and this is an essential skill that you will get paid for.
Go do something. You're a 38-year-old man.
Fully able
Go
bodied.
do something. Go do something. Go do some construction. Go rip some cigs and do some construction.
I ain't gonna lie, that's pretty pathetic.
No, you are. Hey, bro. I have zero sympathy for you. That man right there, let him starve.
Yeah, he ain't trying.
Do
to
the
earn
world
money.
a favor and don't soak up our tax dollars.
It's crazy.
Because we paying for you.
It's actually so crazy. There's some companies that will pay for you to get your trade so you can work for them.
Bro, it's so many ways to get it, bro. It is so many ways. You don't even have to go to trade school. You can find a job that pays you well. I remember in OKC.
It's hard to find jobs. I will say the market is hard on jobs, but it's like you
Life
can
is
go get,
hard.
you can go get some blue collar stuff.
Why is nobody from Africa here saying it's hard to find a job? They're not saying that. They getting one.
Yeah.
So go get you one.
Yeah.
There's a warehouse in OKC. This called AWG. They get you $1,000 a week every week. Get paid by the week. It's hard.
Yeah, you gonna hurt for that motherfucker.
Oh, you gonna hurt for that.
You gonna
And
hurt
you
for
there
that.
a long time.
But
you
you
ain't got nothing to do.
Yeah.
You get paid.
You want a band a week, buddy? A band a week.
You can flip
That's
that.
$4,000 a month. That's $60,000
No,
a
it's
year.
not. It's $48,000 a year.
4 times 12. Oh yeah, you see, guys, I'm here and I'm not even that smart. I'm not good at math.
$48,000 a year. That's above.
enough,
That's
bro.
above the poverty line.
No, it's
You
not. It's
good.
below the poverty line.
What's the poverty line?
It's like it's below 50, I thought.
I thought
Well, it
it
probably
was-
depends
I
on
thought
if
it
you have
was
a family or
36.
not. If you're a single man,
I guess it is above 36.
if you're a single man, 48 is enough for you. You're good. Pay your little rent and eat.
Hold on.
And go home
You're
and
not
watch
gonna be
ball.
You're not gonna be living very lavish for 48.
Hold on.
If you by yourself,
Yeah, maybe.
So hold on.
your
So if
rent,
you
say
had,
your rent is $1,000. That's a week. Now you got 3 more thousand. What are you gonna do with that? What are you gonna do with that?
he could live for.
You can get you a nice car, $500. Well, that's $1,500. What are you gonna do with the rest of that?
I don't know.
What are you gonna do with that? Go to the club and throw it. Do whatever you want. Get a job. Gosh, bro, I just don't feel bad
I
for
think you're
these people.
simplifying that, but yes, no, you're right. There is a way.
No, bro, I'm
There is
not,
a way.
bro. Go to the warehouse, get sweaty, and get dirty, bro. That's why I'm just like, bro.
Can felons join the military, or is it just?
I think that there's a way. They'll help you because they need people. And it probably depends on what felony you did.
Yeah.
There was this image that people had of who it is that is on welfare, right? Like the person that is getting EBT and SNAP benefits. The image was some lazy, typically black woman, right? That was the image that they wanted to portray. But then people found out that we have 42 million people that rely on SNAP benefits in this country, and that's only $6 a day to eat, $2 a meal. which I'm not really sure what all you get for that, but they wanted to make people believe who weren't on SNAP benefits that these people are the real drain on our system, when you're worried about somebody getting $6 a day to eat, and the real welfare queen is like Elon Musk, who gets $8 million a day from the federal government.
He created that.
There was this image.
Elon Musk created his money.
You know what she just did? You know what she just did? So she is doing the Democrat thing. So they try to paint it like Republicans think immigrants and poor people are draining the system, which is what she said. You know, Democrats, their thing is, oh, it's not the poor people and the immigrants. It's the rich people that are making it harder for you. It's like, well, I mean, are these things not synonymous?
You know what else is crazy?
Wait.
Everything she's saying to the people that they're trying to picture out is they're the ones that's making videos showing the world who are the people that are on Snap that are tweaking about it. Literally, it's multiple videos.
They just keep flipping. They just try to like, oh, it's not the poor people and the immigrants. It's the rich people you should be mad at. That's why socialism is on the rise, because they're trying to take money from the rich and make it equitable and spread it across so everybody wins, you know? And it's like,
that's not America.
It's like, it's not America.
Brother, the top 1% already pays 50% in taxes. Why are the rich people drive the economy. They create businesses, they give people jobs. So why do we want to penalize the people who are helping the system the most? Yes, there are some people, single moms and things like that with kids, and they should get welfare. But buddy,
that's Betty.
But this mother right here don't deserve a dime. He don't deserve a dime. Not a dime.
Yeah.
He's helping the economy. He's helping everyone. Look at him. Goodness gracious, bro. I don't feel bad for none of these people. I feel bad for the single moms and the women. But I ain't gonna lie, if you're a man, if you are a grown-ass man, I don't feel bad for you. Sorry. You're a man. Just do something. Do something hard. So Bethany McGee is currently fighting for her life because a career criminal with 72 arrests was allowed to walk free. He soaked her in gasoline and set her on fire on a Chicago train while saying, "Burn, bitch."
Damn. Wow. I ain't gonna lie, 72 arrests, you shouldn't be. I promise you, after 10 arrests, I don't think you should be free. 10 is a lot. You've got 10 chances.
Oh my God.
What happened to the 3-strike rule?
That's what I'm saying, bro.
He's mentally ill. That's what
I'm not gonna lie, I don't think mentally ill people should be allowed to be free.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Mentally ill people should be in jail.
If it's a danger for everyone else, then that's what it is. You can't be out here. You're dangerous.
Yeah, you mentally ill.
Mentally ill people should be in jail. I'm sorry. If you are mentally ill and you can't stop getting in trouble, you should just be in jail.
If you are violent,
you're safer in there.
Like if you're a mentally ill person and you just do your thing and you're not violent, cool. But if you are violent, you're violent. Yeah, Go away. I'm sorry. We're not gonna like the innocent people.
I feel like
should not have to suffer because of you.
I feel like tax dollars should go into them
being
taken care of.
And isn't there a stat that the murders and all that went up once the mental institutions shut down?
Bottom line is the soft on crime stuff is failing us at all levels. And the Democrats, they want you to believe that soft on crime is the way, the billionaires are the problem. And it's like, look, man, I think that we need less government, and I think that criminals need to go to jail. It's just the bottom line.
Pretty standard.
That's what I take away from this.
He's a white supremacist for thinking that.
I'm a white supremacist. I hate black people. I don't understand what the problem is, y'all.
You're a pussy.
If you kill,
I'm just keeping it 100.
Or assault people, your ass deserve to be locked.
Give him the book.
Get
a state-free labor. That's how they can help the society.
Yeah.
Get a state-free labor.
But I wonder why that became a problem. Like, if you do a crime, what's wrong with locking that ass up?
What's the saying? How does it go?
Criminal
if you
justice
do the crime,
you do the time.
You do the time.
I don't see how that's a problem.
Yeah, man.
That's not a problem.
I feel like if you falsely getting accused, then we have a problem. That's what we should have a problem about.
That percentage is so low compared to the people who actually doing it and getting away with it.
Yeah.
What percentage is higher?
Amanda Harry is live on the scene there where protesters also showed up. We've already actually seen at least one fight break out. Amanda.
Yeah, things have been lively here. While that Turning Point USA event is still happening inside Protesters have been out here for hours. You can see them still here behind me. They have been chanting, just a very, very lively scene out here. While things have been mostly peaceful, there have been some tense moments. Earlier this evening, there was a scuffle that broke out where two men started fighting. UC Berkeley police had to break up that interaction.
His ass was
Later,
whooped.
someone was throwing smoke bombs and a car backfired, leading some of the people who were protesting to run away. The protest was put together by students organizing for liberation. Some students say they don't believe UC Berkeley should host a large Turning Point USA event like this one, but other people are happy to be here for the event.
Turning Point USA should not be here, and they are like a fascist organization, and nobody here agrees with what they are saying. And obviously Charlie Kirk has been a big issue with like a lot of college campuses and people on college campuses. So we just think like, I mean, obviously I didn't really follow him a lot, but knowing what he did and knowing the things that he was saying, it's just like vile and disgusting. So we don't want to support his organization, and I don't think that the Berkeley chancellor should have let them come here.
As soon as we saw her, we knew what side she was on.
3 nose piercings.
Harry Potter looking at.
She's hard to look
Hey
at.
man, Craig, the dude from Blexic, had a funny ass Instagram post. He like got a ring and then he put it like under his nose. And he was like mocking one of these people, bro. Yeah, I mean, hey, they went to California.
Berkeley.
Yeah.
Liberal University. But hey, you know what? The students who go to that school and went to that event, y'all some real ninjas. Because y'all went the other way that everybody else was going. So I got mad respect for y'all.
Yeah, so Antifa was outside the campus, but it was students inside that was chanting.
They some real ninjas.
And they got love for America, guys. She said, I didn't follow Charlie Kirk, but he spewed hate. How do you know he spewed hate if you didn't follow him?
Because that's what they say.
That's what they were told.
That's what they say. She just follows what everyone else says.
They didn't kill him, they made him immortal.
So, it was going crazy outside, guys.
Was that an upside down American flag? Right there. Yeah, it is. You're waving your own flag upside down.
It's ridiculous.
In another country, what would they do to you for doing that? Y'all are so backwards. Y'all complain so bad about America. If anyone in this video can name me a better country, please do, please. I would love to know. They're gonna say something like Luxembourg, where they got 30 people.
I just don't take any of these people seriously.
I don't want to bring this up because I want to let him rest, but when George Floyd died, there was a lot of outrage, right? There was no crowds of people chanting anything like that.
There was nothing like this.
There was not that at all. So the reaction was not at all the same. When George Floyd died, the people who didn't agree with the response to what happened were just quiet about it and just went about their business. They did not organize a crowd and went and said, yo, homie dead, F your dead homie, about George Floyd. They did not do that. Wow, these people were burning down cities because of it. The reactions were not at all the same. I'm sorry. Like, if that offends you, then be offended. But it's clear.
Yeah, these people are just delusional woke. That was actually the
Delusional
best,
woke.
the best example, or what is it? Not example.
The best adjective
to describe these people, because y'all are crying about fascism, but then y'all are the same group of people that would go vote for a socialist, a communist. So it just doesn't make sense to me, because communists would be more like a Hitler type of activity than
I don't
capitalism,
think than a Democrat, than a democratic system.
And then you people, like the lady at the beginning said, I don't even know what Charlie Kirk has said. Black people especially don't know what Charlie Kirk has said.
They said black women couldn't be pilots.
But the fact that y'all defended George Floyd, what happened to him was not right. But all the crazy shit he has done, it's just crazy.
We're just calling it how it is. We're trying to let him rest. We are letting him rest. We're not dissing him.
This is all
like y'all are.
Uneducated people, bro.
That's what it is.
That's what it is.
That is what it is.
Brainwashed,
And it's the sheep. It's the sheep mindset. Oh, this is what all my woke friends are doing, so I'm gonna do it too, because I'm a virtue signal and show that I'm a good person as well. They took it this far. Sheep. With their masks.
And a lot of people are mad at Trump right now, man. They're for I guess allowing this to continue, but it's like
you can't do anything about it.
Like people are allowed to protest.
You do have the right. You do have the right. So.
You know, but they are trying to make Antifa a terrorist group, but at the same time, you can't just say these people are Antifa, you know? So, I mean...
Those are like students.
Yeah. I guess if Antifa had a flag or something like that, and then, you seen the Antifa flag, which they are pretty crazy. So, I mean, you could, I guess, go after them if they have an Antifa flag, but...
Even then, though.
Nah, you can definitely do something about that, though. Because Antifas be doing some crazy stuff, bro. Like, they be bombing stuff and all type of stuff.
Bombing?
Yeah. Not actual bomb, but, like, they be having guns on them and all type. No, I can show you, bro. No, they're actually like a satanic organization.
The epidemic of left-wing violence and Antifa-inspired terror has been escalating for nearly a decade.
President Donald Trump's Department of Justice is moving swiftly to prosecute alleged members of Antifa after he signed an executive order declaring the militant anti-fascist movement a domestic terrorist organization.
Out of our state! These are agitators, anarchists, and they're paid.
Accused of causing chaos and destruction, especially in American cities like Seattle and Portland.
They want to overthrow the government.
But extremism researchers like Karlin Borisenko say in order to fully understand what fuels this decentralized network.
And so you're going to get a really inside look at like the agenda of the far left.
The Bay Area Anarchist Book Fair in Oakland is where to begin.
A lot of this stuff is about doing illegal stuff like...
We just have to sort of watch our backs here.
I got you. A lot of this comes from their publishing company called Crime Think.
Borisenko and I recently went undercover and discovered a disturbing world that goes beyond T-shirts and New York Times bestselling authors.
And this one literally says anti-fascist action.
Training martial arts for anti-fascism. They are a decentralized group, that's very true. But it's like, this is how they coordinate, is through the zines, through the publications, things like that.
Wow. Borisenko says this is where the radical left organizes, recruits, and indoctrinates the next generation of Antifa militants.
So if I take this?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Generously giving away free propaganda material on how to mobilize for a violent direct action. Selling soccer scarves to fundraise for an Antifa bail fund.
Basically for folks that get into trouble with the government crackdown, what do you think is going to happen now?
It's a good question.
And pushing tons of material.
Yep, we're a bookstore and art gallery.
Like these XXX LGBTQ comic books, easily accessible to children. Then there are the workshops, including a DIY abortion session, where organizers claim women's reproductive rights are
Sorry, guys.
Gets bad.
A do-it-yourself abortion clinic, not clinic, but class.
Demonic.
No,
these people and do crime.
No, bro. These people, bro. And I'm supposed to. I always say this, but I'm supposed to side with this because I'm black.
Brother, but
I'm supposed to side with this because I'm black.
Black people don't know about this all the way. They rather, deal with, I guess, this demonic. Well, we deal with demonic shit every day with hip hop, so I don't blame it.
But
I don't blame it.
But if you go to the South, where a lot of black people live, and you show them this stuff, they would not side with this.
No, this is crazy.
I promise you they would not.
Be gay and do crime.
I will go to a racist and an actual event before I go to some shit like this.
Well, according to these people, you already have. Goodness gracious. Hey, and what does anarchism Anarchy to me looks a little close to anti-Christ.
Anarchy is like
chaos. These people,
yeah, bro.
I'm no preacher, but these people may just be
they're obviously godless people.
The Antichrist. This might actually be the Antichrist from the Bible, these people.
Did y'all see?
I don't want to, throw stones, and I'm not a preacher, so don't take my word for it. But from my perception, from my reaction, it is possible that these people could be the Antichrist.
Did y'all see that
I'm
lady
sorry.
that tied Jasmine Crockett's shoe?
She kissed her shoe. She kissed her feet.
What?
She looked like one of these type of people, bro.
These people are lunatics.
They worship this type of stuff.
See, and the far right people don't take it like this.
And Jasmine felt like you could tell she looked kind of disgusted by it. Bitch, this is the type of people that you're bringing in.
Goodness gracious.
I mean, it's not all her fault, but I mean, like.
Goodness gracious. Lord.
Y'all are doing, I'm sorry.
The Bible says, woe to these people.
Y'all are not doing a godly act in my eyes. Jasmine Crockett, y'all.
Are the workshops, including a DIY abortion session, where organizers claim women's reproductive rights are under attack in America.
What did that word say up there? Did you see that sign?
What is
the world is my country.
So to do good is my religion.
Ooh, this is the Antichrist. I'm sorry.
Look at this.
Women's reproductive rights are under attack in America.
I know some of you have heard about our abortion cards.
Teaching attendees how to make their own morning after pills through this video.
Second stop so that you clear it, and that's all that it takes.
That's easily accessible on YouTube.
First dose left. Misoprostol is an incredibly safe drug. It's safer than Tylenol.
Abortion is critical to far left strategies because they believe it liberates women from being a part of the gender binary. The gender binary is one of the oppressive mechanisms of capitalism. And so if they can liberate women from the reproductive obligations that they have as women to raise kids in capitalist families and stuff like that, they believe that's a blow to capitalism.
Can I get a ice?
The all-day sessions ended with a panel on organizing against ICE. Representatives from
I believe that's a blow to capitalism.
Can I get a ice?
Mandami!
Boom. That's the kefia for Palestine.
Boom.
The all-day sessions ended with a panel on organizing against ICE. Representatives from NorCal Resist dressed up as Hamas terrorists in what they're now calling kefia bloc, instead of black bloc, since they know federal authorities are scrutinizing Antifa more than ever.
We have implemented things to counter their tactics, so we're constantly evolving, forcing them to change.
Despite the change in appearance, their goals remain the same.
Because we're being so successful.
Declare class warfare, use the latest protest movement to destabilize the U.S. government, tear down capitalism and anything related to Israel.
Y'all seen it?
Because we're being so successful.
Declare class warfare, use the latest protest movement to destabilize the U.S. government, tear down
Abolish ICE is an American value.
With the
capitalism and anything related to Israel. Then usher in a violent revolution built on socialist and communist ideals. This playbook is pretty much laid out in all their material.
Welcome to the Church of Satan Anarchists.
But most unsettling.
Welcome.
Oh boy. Oh
school shooters,
boy.
bro. These are where the school shooters are coming from.
Boy. Now y'all got me. Woo, hey, bro. If it's smoke that y'all want, if it's smoke that y'all want,
that's why people mad at Trump.
Then y'all could get that.
These are
keeping it
weird
100.
people.
That's how
They feel like Trump could do a little bit more.
Bro, this right here is the Antichrist. These people. This is Antifa?
Yes.
Anti-fascist.
Okay, so I'm not trying to get like that on here, but
look at this.
Oh my
Satan.
These are Satanists.
This is the eternal something.
These are Satanists.
These are weirdos.
Look at these symbols on his vest.
It's all Satanism.
This is evil. This is the Antichrist.
To the Church of Satan Anarchists.
But most unsettling of all, multiple vendors embraced teachings from the occult and Satan worship.
Explicitly anarcho-Satanism.
This man altered the Antifa logo and
Say
added
the
prongs
eternal
from a
rebel,
devil's
the
pitchfork.
free thinker?
Satan!
Then asked people to put on this
my
Lucifer mask and recite their allegiance to the Prince of Darkness.
Satan, the eternal rebel, the first free thinker, and the emancipator of worlds.
The next day, Borisenko and I flew to the Emerald City to meet citizen journalist Matthew Adams.
You can feel the heat.
Who's been covering Antifa chaos for several years.
They're absolutely trying to recruit for Antifa.
We infiltrated the Seattle Anarchist Book Fair hosted by the Vera Project.
They want to put our picture up there for being a fascist.
And were immediately greeted by a massive board featuring a so-called wall of fascists. That's us in the photos. Once we got in wearing disguises, the messaging and the vibe were pretty much the same as the Oakland Book Fair. More far-left propaganda, calls for anarchist violence against the ruling class,
I hope to see all of you soon, 10 minutes.
and hyper-sexualized content targeting minors. Borisenko even obtained a flyer for an Antifa direct action in a city park scheduled for Halloween Eve.
Stop filming, please. Stop fucking filming. Red pants, Jonathan Show.
Adams and I were eventually outed and chased by a group of angry transgender activists.
Even with this amazing t-shirt, they know us for these direct actions.
We're going to Left Bank Books, which is a far-left revolutionary bookstore.
Borisenko spent the remainder of her time plotting out the constellation of bookstores in Seattle that are keeping these ideas alive.
You notice the direct action fascist, anti-fascist arrows?
With more Americans now realizing the danger posed by Antifa and their followers,
The rioters that were saying kill ICE agents.
federal authorities are also trying to disrupt the terror group's funding network.
We are following the money.
But like a hydra,
And I won't give a fuck.
cutting off one head will likely sprout several others.
They are harming everyday citizens in every single one of our communities.
Because Antifa is fueled by an allegiance to extremist ideology, not just a bank account.
So if law enforcement isn't looking at the bookstores and the book fairs, then they're really missing an opportunity to figure out what these people are doing.
Wow, that just blew my mind. That is the craziest thing I've ever witnessed on this channel.
That was pretty insane.
And that is the craziest thing I've ever witnessed. That is the craziest thing I've ever witnessed.
This is America. But it's in them super liberal states. He said Seattle and where? Washington? Seattle?
In California.
California. Wow.
Hey, bro. Hey, bro.
And Democrats allow these type
Oakland.
of people
It was in
to
Oakland.
thrive.
They
You
do.
know what pisses me off? That the black community, they'll vote for this shit.
They
And
will.
Therefore,
They do.
allowing this shit.
They want
They
us
vote
on their
with
side
these people.
because we're black.
That's why they put the black people on the gay flag.
How dumb could a nigga possibly be?
Maybe they try to make
That
niggas
y'all
dumb.
allowed these people to brainwash y'all.
Not me, bro. Not
That shit's
me.
crazy, man.
No,
That
this is
shit's
good versus
insane.
evil at this point.
That
I bet
shit's
these people
insane.
hate us so much. I bet if these people seen us,
But
oh.
you know what? Honestly,
But if you want smoke, you can get that.
hip hop is just as bad as this shit.
Wow.
It's close.
Oh, it's same level. For sure, for sure.
Yeah, the impact is probably even deeper though.
Yeah, for sure.
Cause you have to be radical to go to this, but they getting everybody with hip hop.
Yeah, guys. So I mean, they were at there. They pulled up. I mean, we should have known those in California, but you know, Turning Point's gonna go to those places where they feel like they gotta do the most work
Hey,
at.
shout out Turning Point, man. And there's some real folks up there, man. I'm glad we went to their event.
But the police, they need to go harder. They need to go harder. At first, I was like, I don't know, man. How much can Trump and them do? After seeing that video,
Ooh,
you know, we gotta make a decision, y'all.
Yeah,
I know it's all free protest and free speech, but man, you know,
they will need to
when
go
you-
back to two.
like when you outside, that's like me being on the freeway holding a satanic sign. Am I just allowed to do that because of my?
You are technically allowed to do that, but we should frown upon it.
Yeah, no, we need to figure that out, guys.
Break it up! Break it up! Break it up! Police! Break it up! Police! Break it up! Hey, white boy! Break it up! You're bleeding, bitch! Hey, white boy! You're bleeding, white boy! Hey, white boy! White boy!
I ain't gonna lie, that dude in the red freedom shirt got his ass whooped bad.
Damn. He's the patriot too.
He got his ass whooped.
Hey, white boy! What the fuck happened?
Listen to him.
If the roles were reversed.
You guys step back, please.
You guys can film, but just talk now. Hey, you got cracked up. You got cracked, motherfucker.
Yeah, nah, I ain't never, ever. I ain't never, ever siding with this. I promise you, I will never side with this.
Perfect
school teacher.
I'm not engaging.
Ever.
I'm not engaging with these people. Me personally, they're not going to assault me. I'm gonna exercise my constitutional rights.
Megyn Kelly has
You ain't
no
got that
more
right in
videos.
California.
Cause this shit is
I
crazier.
would never live in California.
Crazier than what we think.
And there's a person pointing to his neck or hers, ambiguous, over and over on the left side, understanding this is caught on camera. It's unbelievable. How many of these do we have to see to understand that they're reveling in Charlie's death? They want more people killed on the right. It's, of course, the same gesture that Chicago elementary school teacher Lucy Martinez made at a recent No Kings protest. And just a reminder, she's apparently still employed by the school, and they're perfectly fine by that. They're fine with that. They love Lucy Martinez. Great. Great.
Fascist! Fuck you, fascist! Fuck you, fascist!
Why is he just standing out there?
And then he proceeds to get his ass whooped. Patriots, we not gonna get our ass whooped like
I ain't
him.
gonna
though.
get my shit whooped like
We
that.
can't, guys.
I kind of do want to go out there and
You got
see
to-
what.
you gonna have to kill
we can
me.
go test them.
We're gonna have to kill me.
Is you gonna do us like that?
Nah.
I don't
not
think
me.
y'all gonna act like that if we out
So what is America gonna do about this, guys? What can we do? Because we want to hold the
We gotta call
amendment.
it out.
We want to uphold the Constitution.
But at the end of the day,
that
they gotta end.
We gotta respect Jesus Christ, you guys.
That is true.
So what?
But
we gonna
hey, like Pastor Joe B. Martin says, we're saved, not solved.
Amen.
So, with that being said,
Yeah, I mean,
play
let's-
with me.
Let's know what y'all think
You
in the
will
comments.
get clapped.
Let us know what y'all think, guys.